Hey everyone, I was in a dealership last week and overheard a couple of salespeople talking about the top salesperson at their dealership. The top guy just had her best month of the year with 57 bikes out, while the guys that we're talking about her didn't even have a combined total of 50. But they were used to it, and now they were trying to justify why it kept happening. They firmly believed that she got all the laydowns, plus everyone bought from her because, well, she was a girl. But, like I said, they were only excuses for those guys and they weren't real. Now, later on, after we'd been trained in the dealership that same day, that top performer, I'm going to call her Lisa, got to talking to me about getting more sales each month. She was convinced that with some different strategies, some time management and training, she'd be able to hit 70 a month. So, of course, I agreed, but first I had to know how she was able to get 57 out the prior month, and she told me it was training, time management, and strategy. So fortunately, I knew exactly where she got her training from because she shows up pretty regularly to a couple of our annual sales conferences each year, but the time management took some cooperation with her managers. I knew that. And then the strategy was going after the easiest customers. For the Tactical Tuesday, I'm going to talk about her strategy, and then you'll definitely want to watch the second part of this segment next week because it involves management and salespeople. This person told me that she was pretty competitive in sports. In fact, she was so competitive that she won some state championships and almost a national championship in motocross. Now, like a lot of motocross families out there, you chase points, trying to get enough that you'll end up the champion. It takes a couple of things, whether you've got it or not, and that would be time, money, and talent. Now, I've heard a lot of people over the years that never won championships bitch about the people that won them having tons of money. You know, that totally helps, but you've still got to have time and talent too. And no matter what anyone says, those aren't easy to come by. Now, something else that you've got to do when you're chasing a championship is you chase the points. That means going to all the races that you can make it to. Go to the easy ones that don't have all the fastest racers there, but also you've got to go to the races that do have the fastest racers there. This salesperson learned that you got all the easy points, if there were any, that you could throughout the season. So she finally told me how she took that kind of thinking and turned it into 50 plus sales per month. She went after the easy customers, and the easy customers to her was anyone that hadn't bought yet. It doesn't sound too easy, but what she meant by focusing on those people that hadn't bought yet was just pick up the phone and call or text them every day. She kept some pretty good stats on everything that she did, and her stats showed that for every 12 calls that she made, she'd get a customer in the store. Those calls were only to unsold customers, and out of those 12 calls, she knew that about half of them would not answer the phone. But she wasn't concerned about the people that didn't answer the phone. She just wanted the people that would answer. So if she could get half to answer the phone, then that meant she had a chance at getting them back in the store. Now, looking at her phone log, she was making about 40 outbound calls a day, getting 20 people to answer the phone on a good day, setting up appointments with 15 of them, and then 6 or 7 would show up. Out of those that were showing up, 2 or 3 always had bad credit, couldn't get them done, and the rest would buy. These were the easy sales to her, and it makes sense why she considers them easy and why you would too. All she needed to get a hold of these customers was a telephone number and persistence. That's it. I listened to her make call after call, and it was always the same thing. Get right to the point with the person on the other end of the phone. She'd remind them of who she was, and then ask them if they bought a bike yet. If they hadn't, which most hadn't, she'd just ask them, do you still want one? Pretty much everybody said yes. I mean, seriously, who doesn't want a new bike? And then if I had the right deal for you, when could you be here? Now or later on today? Some said now, some said later on today. Some wanted to know the price first, and then a small amount, they just wouldn't commit to coming in. Anyone that committed to coming in was written in her planner. The ones that didn't show, which was about half, got follow-up calls, and the ones that never committed always got a follow-up phone call appointment. That's another video, though. What this person was using was the exact plan that we teach at any of my tactical sales conferences. There's more to it, but she learned a long time ago that you had to call every unsold buyer that you could manage every single day. In her case, it was about 40 outbound calls per day. Now she's got a plan in place to get 60 sales a month, but the workload gets a little easier because it gets more automated. Try it. That's all you've got to do. In fact, send me an email and I'll send you some script cards. Sign up for my newsletter and you'll get the script cards. I'll send you the whole phone book, my phone book, not the yellow pages. But thanks for watching. I'm Tommy Ady. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, friend me on Facebook, and check me out on LinkedIn. Don't overthink what I just said about using the phone. Get your easy customers. If you don't, I'm going to teach somebody that will.